1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Going deep this time for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now McCoy. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
Steps away. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jeremy Chin in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Jeremy Chin.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Back, hold 50.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
Ties the game at 7. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater to throw it this time. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 45-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Deon Buchanan.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Short on the stop.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, pop. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, oh, damn it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Panthers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
58, boy, 58, 58. Mike, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right over there, right over there. Hey, 66. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You don't see me in your nightmare. Hey, 66.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
At the 4-yard.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. But no success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Carolina.
DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Score Buccaneers 21. Panthers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Oh, K1 short with a tremendous surge there to penetrate upfield and make the tackle. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on.
Now Brady. That's caught by Howard and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
To Chris Godwin.
Well, this, of course, the home opener for the Buccaneers. A date folks in Tampa have had circled since, I don't know, about 6:30 Eastern time on March 17th. That's the day that TB12 under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sacked.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Check the hot read. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, check it. 58, come on. 58, come on. All day. All day. 58, come on.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Throwing on first down, it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Buccaneers, first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On play action, now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
On the jump ball. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, These are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
Joey Sly lining up for
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, Alabama, Alabama. Go 58 to the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Gain of 40 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
Push it back. 58's the money. 58's the money.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard
to throw, Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. Touchdown.
DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Am I reading it? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Gronkowski.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58's the money. 58's the money. All that, baby, all that. Switch. Hatchet.
Shotgun now for Brady. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Brady now to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play.
24.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And that's caught inside the 30.
That's right, baby. It's
touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 87 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Joey Sly lining up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
It's a loss of 2.
On play action, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And it's gets a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down and
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Oh, Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Yeah, good for 22 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
No, 66. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, that's what I do. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and...
Oh, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check 26, check 26.
On second down, this is Cannon, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. You call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
For DJ Moore.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Seven-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 7.
At the 7-yard line.
One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Today's final score, Panthers 49. Buccaneers 20.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers.